Any role that you play, is as much a part of you as it is the character. You can't help but do that when you're an actor. That's all you have is you and your memories and your face and your hands and everything. And your psychology, and so anything you play has got to be infused with a lot of what you are. But having said that, I'm nothing like Madame Mallory at all. Really, I'm not obsessive like that. I'm not intense like that. I would hate to be a restaurateur. I'd hate to run a restaurant. I'm not a foodie. I'm not a gourmet on any level whatsoever. So I'm also the antithesis. But as I say, playing a role, you inevitably you bring yourself into it. So it's what happens when neighbours turn against each other. They get obsessed with each other. So anyone outside is looking at it going, what is your problem? I mean, honestly, does it matter that the kid kicks the ball into your garden? Why don't you just throw it back again? Is it such a big deal? So the two of them get obsessed with their sort of competition and hatred and challenge of each other, and neither of them wants to give way. They both want to win. So yes, she does play a few dirty tricks. The changes it comes about because she comes to understand what the end, where her pride in her culture and her sense of identity in Frenchness and pride in French food and pride in her restaurant and her battle to maintain her restaurant, that it can go up a dark road, and we see that happen in the movie, and she realizes not so much the error of her ways, but she just didn't understand how other people could take that and take it on into an area that she very much doesn't agree with. I love food. I absolutely love it. I could eat all day, and one of my great pleasures in life is to try the food of when I travel, is to try the local food of a country. My husband and I, we both love to eat, and it's one of our great pleasures is to do that. So, but I'm not a gourmet. I wouldn't travel halfway across France in order to have the foie gras in that particular restaurant, or try this particular chef's food. Having said that, I'm rather sad that there was a very famous restaurant called Il Bulli, and my husband and I happened to be staying in a hotel very nearby, and we had to drive past it every day. And this was the kind of restaurant that's booked out 6 months in advance. So every day he'd go in there, and ask them if they've got any cancellations. And I'd immediately go down into the restaurant and say, excuse me, I don't suppose you've got any cancellations? And they'd laugh in my face. So we never got to eat in El Bulli, which I was very sad about, because it was supposed to be really incredible. But I have had some really spectacular meals in my life. I think all food movies have an international appeal. You think of Eat, Drink, Man, Woman, that was about Asian food, but it was also about family. And everybody all over the world understand food, family, food through relationships, culture through food, personal identity, cultural identity through food. I think that's a very universal theme. The basic premise, love thy neighbour. Really. Hardest of all the 10 Commandments. But I think the most important too, actually.